Well, hey folks, my name is Brad, and today my friend Scott has brought me out to a stream somewhere in Vermont to find some gold, and also he mentioned there are some large garnets in this stream, which I'm very excited about. Last time I was gold panning, we found a bunch of very small garnets, but apparently here they're quite a bit larger. I haven't even got my hands yet wet. We're gonna get the pans out, the shovels, the buckets, see what we can find. All right, well, I have done maybe 2 or 3 pans so far, but this is my first successful pan. And we've got one pretty nice sized piece of gold right there. And there's 3 more in here that I've lost since turning the camera on, but they're still in the pan. I'm gonna give them my snuffer bottle. And I've already got a pretty nice collection of garnets here. From my pans that didn't actually have any gold in them. And none of these are really nice and clear and red, but you can see they are faceted naturally. And I bet if I put a flashlight on that, it would glow red. I mean, even if not, this thing is way bigger than anything I've ever found before, so I'm excited about that. All right, well, I have another successful pan. This one was all me. Scott didn't throw anything in my pan this time. My bucket. It seems like we're getting closer to a spot that just has more gold, or nobody's dug before, or just consolidated there. Because in this particular pan, hopefully you can make out, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5th teeny tiny little piece. And the garnets are really starting to add up. Nothing clear yet. So far so good, that's for sure. So far we've really only been using one classifier, which just gets rid of the bigger rocks. But I'm going to use this much smaller one and see if maybe we can find some garnets that way. So this locks into place so that there's a gap. I'll stick this on a bucket, see if we can find some garnets. Nice. All right. So, make sure we don't have any baseball-sized nuggets in here. Wouldn't that be something? There aren't any huge ones, but there are a lot in here. We got those. There's another one. There's another one. They're everywhere. Ooh, look at the size of that one. That is awesome. All right, let's find the gold in the bucket below. All right, well, we are at the end of another pan here, and I filled my bucket full of classified material, and this is the top of the bucket. So most of the gold's probably gonna be in the bottom, but we're gonna see what's in this one anyways. And I was thinking back to a previous video when I was gold panning, and there were so many comments from folks saying that we were doing it wrong because they said that the hole on the pan is supposed to be facing your body. Now, I'm no gold panning expert, but you can see on this pan made by XP, there's actually rough riffles here, fine riffles here, There's a bumpy texture here, and this one is smooth. And this pan is designed to use all of those. So the hole is for nothing other than just hanging it on the wall or on a rope or whatever to carry it around. So anyway, I'm gonna pull this sand back and see what's underneath here. Oop, I already see a piece right here. Wow, look at that piece. Yeah, looks like we got just 2 little pieces here. But as I said, this is the top of the bucket, so there's likely going to be more down at the bottom. Let's find out. Well, Scott has moved upstream from this little place that we've been for the first half of the day, and he had a couple pans without any gold in them, so he decided to go to a spot that he's been to recently, and they found quite a bit more gold. So I'm going to finish up this pan, and then I may or may not go up and follow him up there. I've already picked a lot of garnets out of this particular pan, so hopefully that means we got deep enough or we're in the right layer of material to find some gold. But piece already. See a bunch right there already. That's a good sign. Wow. So now I'm going to kind of let this water bring back the material. Hopefully all of the gold will be up in this top corner up here. Maybe you can see we've got 1, 2, 3, and there was a 4th, but I already lost it down in here, but it's still in the pan. Oh, there it is right there. It popped out. So I'm going to, off camera, pan this one more time and then collect all of this gold into my little vial of gold that I have going so far today. Scott's walking over here with a pan.
I didn't know if it was big enough to entice you to come up.
You think I should move
check
up?
it out? Here's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces.
Exciting.
Oh, there's another one there, so 8.
Yeah, I'll move up with you in a minute. So we were just chatting with some excavator gentlemen, and they were doing some work on the bridge up there, and they had mentioned that they had dug out a bunch of the bank. Now, is it illegal or is it just frowned upon for people gold panning in the river to dig into the bank? You're not supposed to do it, right?
Yeah, you're not supposed to dig in the bank when you're panning.
But these guys already did it, and they said it was okay to go up and check around there. So I got my dais out. What do you have?
Gold Monster 1000.
And I already just spent 5 minutes and found a hot rock and a nail down here, but we'll go see what's going on up there because it's a lot of like fresh material. All right, well, we're back from our metal detecting adventure. No luck whatsoever, but we just came back to a new spot, and there was a huge boulder right here that we were able to flip up with our shovels. And now I'm going to dig under it for the last few pans of the day. We spent a lot of time chatting and not filming or gold panning, but I have a good feeling about this. Check out this rock I just got out of my my classifier. That thing is full of garnets. That's crazy. That's cool just in and of itself. Scott was saying he finds them like this pretty regularly, sometimes real big. That's so cool. So, according to the textbooks, the gold in Vermont, please correct me if I say this incorrectly, but according to the textbooks, the gold in Vermont came down in the glaciers thousands and thousands of years ago. And it doesn't actually originate here. But Scott knows some folks who are knowledgeable in geology in our particular area, and they say that the gold actually, some of it comes from here. Is that right?
Yep.
Lode gold?
Gold.
As far as I know, there's proof for both ways, right?
I'm sure there's some glacial deposited gold. I believe that because Mount Ascutney at one time was an active volcano. It actually erupted underground and resurfaced in some local areas, and I think they know that for a fact. All that time it's doing that, it's causing faults. This river, there's a fault line up here. I believe that that fault line carries gold.
Right.
And it deposits it into this river.
Most of the gold that we find out of this stream is quite small, but every once in a while somebody finds, would you consider them nuggets?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I do. Maybe the Alaskan people, or you know, maybe they don't, but you know, when you're up around 0.8 grams or 1 gram, I mean, I consider that a nugget.
All right, let's find some, huh?
I'd like to.
All right, well, I'm doing a pan down here, and I just found what I think is the best garnet of the day so far. It's not the biggest, but it's got some crazy flat edges on it, and I think if I shine a flashlight through it, it's gonna be red. Check this out. So here it is without the light, obviously, but you can see that it has some red hues to it. I'm going to attempt to shine a light through it without dropping my phone or the garnet in the river. Yeah, a little bit. It's not gem grade or anything for clarity, but oh, there it goes. Oh man, I have terrible luck dropping these things in the river. Found it again. Phew.
Garnet bucket here.
Are you gonna fill up my garnet bucket?
Yeah, send you home with some garnets.
The first time I ever really gold panned and actually found gold was not that long ago, a couple of years ago with Scott. I never even imagined you could find garnets. And the stream we were in last time, I didn't find very many, and I was very excited about them. This stream, holy smokes! And I've got a bucket full of them. And I also have a pocket full of gold, which I'm pretty excited about. We're gonna take a look at all of that stuff. Your gold, you said, is still in the fine stuff, right?
Yes, I kept it in the concentrates because I'm gonna process it when I get home with the new piece of equipment I bought. So
cool.
We'll be taking a video of that too.
Yeah, so I'm sure I lost some gold panning it out here, but Scott brings it home and does it nice and slow. It's a smart way to do it. I probably should have done it that way, but
smart.
all right, I'll show you my garnets. Look at that. These are all garnets. The Vermont State Gemstone, my birthstone. Some of them are really quite red and clear. Some of them have extremely sharp facets on them. You have to imagine these were rolling around in the river for a million years. I don't know what the geology is, but a lot of them are quite rounded from the tumbling, but some of them are very sharp. And actually got 2 stones with the garnets still embedded. That's awesome. And then my gold for the day, I have in this little vial, and admittedly, the thing opened up in my pocket about halfway through the day, so I lost some in my pocket. So I don't know if that would even register on a scale. It probably would, right? But it's gold that we found for free out in a Vermont stream. The experience is just as great as the gold itself. Probably more so. All right, Scott, well, I want to thank you again for inviting me out here. I had a blast. I found some gold, and maybe we'll do it again before the end of the year.
Oh yeah, we can plan another one.
He's out here in the snow and the frozen river straight through the winter time.
Maybe we'll get you out here during the winter.
Probably not. All right, folks, I hope you enjoyed. If this is the first of my videos that you've seen, I post one of these every single Friday, so if you enjoyed, consider subscribing to see more. I'll see you next week.